Okay, now I'm going to show you some blocks from Wing Chun. So first off, I'm going to start off just by not showing you without the assistance of my cameraman George right now, just so you can get an idea what my hands are doing, and then I'm going to have him come in and we're going to show you the techniques in real time. Alright, so starting out, what you do is, like, if someone, in general, like when he comes in, he's going to have his arms out like this, by the way, starting out. That's just going to be just for drill purposes, and then after that we're going to go into realistic ones. So just like imagine like someone's arms out in front of me. One thing you can do is you can push up on their elbows, so especially if they're not bent, the hands just like straight like this, you can just push up on the elbow. So I can push up either one at a time or both, but for these examples, we're going to just do both of them. So the first one, again, you come up, you push on the elbows, that'll be one of them. Or if your hands are out, you can also push down, like that, on either this side or that side. So you can either do it on the outside, or come on the inside underneath, and pull the hands down. And then the next one you could do is you're actually pushing down with this part of your hand, or right underneath your wrist. Like right on your wrist, you're pushing down. So you can do it, again, you can do it on the outside or the inside. So I can come either on this side or that side by doing this or that. Alright, so now I have my cameraman George come in now so I can actually show you what I mean by all this. So starting out, this is just for a drill. Remember that. This isn't a realistic example. So this is what you could do if you have someone at home, just for like drill purposes. Like they can have their hand just sitting out, and then you can practice all these. Like the first one I was showing you, push up on the elbows. That's one you can do. And then another one you can do is you can grab, pull these down on the outside, and you can pull on the inside, and you come in again. I can do it with the wrist, like I was showing you before, and I can do on the inside the same thing. Alright, and then for the next thing, what we're doing is now he's actually gonna start off by grabbing like my shoulders and my shirt, which is a more realistic example, and then we're gonna finish up with him actually trying to throw a punch at me. How these could work. So if he's grabbing my shoulders, this is a more realistic example because he's actually now trying to like get a hold of me and try to attack me. So again, I can either push up on his elbows. That's one option I have. I can pull down like that, pull on the inside, do the same thing, do the wrist, or I can do it on the inside with the wrist. Or you can do the same thing if he grabs on, like, say, somewhere on the front of your shirt. You can do the same thing. I can push up. That's one I can do, which leaves him open, just like the other one. I can grab again, pull these off, do that on the inside. I can do it with the wrist, and I can do it on the inside with the wrist too. Alright, now, again, if he's holding a shirt, here's another thing you can do with these blocks. Is like, let's say your opponent is stronger than you, so we're going to pretending George is stronger than me, is if he's pushing down, if I'm pushing up on him, he's going to resist that if he sees it coming. Or vice versa, if I'm trying to push down this way, he's going to resist going the opposite way. So if that's the case, if you have a stronger opponent, instead of going against your strength, you go with it. So again, if he's resisting as I'm doing this, I just go with it. So it makes it a lot easier. I'm using his strength against him. And then again, if he resists the other way, trying to go up, I come up that way. So instead of fighting against it, I'm going with it. And then for our last example, if he's trying to throw like a straight punch into my body, so one thing you can do is you can stop it like that. But then the thing is, like, if you don't have a hold of this, he can still slide in. So we're going to start off again. So he's coming in. So I don't have a quick hold of that. If I don't do anything, he can just come right in and hit me. So you got to follow that up with one of those blocks I showed you. So as he comes in, you do that. He comes in. I transition into that. All right, thanks, George. So those are going to be your Wing Chun blocks that you can do.